Hey there, Taurus, and welcome to your week of June 7th, 2021 tarot reading. About to give you a general vibe card here to get a general vibe of the reading, of course. And then we're going to do a 4-card spread of past, present, future, and an outcome card. And we're going to get clarifiers for all that. Hopefully everything's going good, Taurus, but just remember, these are general readings, so it might not be your message, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to make something fit that doesn't. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not, right? So let's get in to your reading here. So let's see what we got. So Taurus, your general vibe card is the leg up card. So you could have some sort of leg up on your competition this week, or just a leg up on life in general, right? Maybe things are just going to be going really good for you this week. Maybe this reading is going to be your leg up, right? I always say that. Maybe this is going to be like, this might potentially be what's coming for you, or that things are heading in this way, and like this reading is going to help you get that leg up. So that's really awesome. So let's see what we got for you here. We'll get you your spread here in just a second. Leg up card. That's really nice. 34. I'm going to date this video here. 34 is a player on one of my favorite hockey teams, and they're facing elimination here tonight. So hopefully everything goes good. I mean, that's a good sign for me as of this recording. But who knows? We just had a pop out for you too here, Taurus. So in your past, we have got the Queen of Cups. So it could be you kind of in this energy, or you recently met a Queen of Cups, or somebody you know already has kind of been very prominent in your recent past. But the Queen of Cups is all about this motherly, emotional energy. Someone who really empathizes with you. Someone who is very much like that shoulder to cry on. Someone who doesn't judge you for the way you feel and tries to talk out, how maybe you're kind of uncertain about how you feel about a situation or about a person, and the Queen of Cups will kind of help you sort through that stuff, right? And they won't judge you the whole time, right? They're just there, and they know everyone kind of goes through these things. So I really like that. In your present, we got the Page of Swords, which is kind of open up a communication. So maybe you've recently seen this Queen of Cups type person, or you know them, and maybe you haven't seen them in a while, and you kind of want to open up a communication. So in your present, you're thinking about opening up that communication. So you're like, let's start open a dialogue. Let's, get in a sort of chat with this person. So I like that. And maybe things are a little cloudy. We kind of have an unknown here where you're kind of not sure if you should be messaging them or if they'll be open to receive these messages, because you see the page here, their head is in the clouds. So very much could be, you're kind of like wondering like, oh, should I do this or not? Go for it. Shoot your shot, right? Open up that line of dialogue. So in your future, we got the Seven of Swords, which can be a card of liar, cheater, stealer, someone running away from someone, trying to like I say, liar, cheater type of energy, but I don't really see it here. Things seem to be going pretty good, but it seems more like you're in protect mode, or in your future, you're going to kind of be in like, I want to protect myself as much as possible. Or maybe you're trying to be as defensive as possible when you open up this line of communication with this person. You're trying not to get your hopes up with them. Maybe this was a person you've had your eye on for a while, and you just haven't said anything to them because you're just worried you're going to get hurt, right? And with the Seven of Swords, it's sort of saying you can, as much as you prepare to not be hurt, you're still going to get hurt, right? This guy can only carry away 5 of those 7 swords, and there's 2 he has to leave behind because he can't carry them all, which means there's still some things that are going to hurt him, even though he is preparing for the worst. So like, even if you're sitting there like, I don't want to get hurt, so it's better not to message them and whatever, that's still going to hurt because you're never going to know how they feel about you, or you're never going to, be able to work through your emotions that this Queen of Cups could help you work through, right? So just go for it, right? Just go for it. This is what I'm saying here. You're going to get hurt regardless, so you might as well at least get an answer to your questions while you're getting hurt, right? So this is all leading to the 7 of Pentacles. So we got 2 7s here, which is, I kind of look at 2 7s as like, they're kind of cards of like, running. It can be cards of running and not sure what to do and that kind of a thing, or just like with the 7 of Wands, it's kind of standing your ground. With the 7 of Swords, it's kind of running away, trying to protect yourself. With the 7 of Pentacles here, it is very much about not knowing if your hard work is paying off. And with the 7 of Cups, it's about not knowing which choice to make. So very much like with the 7s, it's kind of this unknown of like, where do I go, right? There's lots of like things being thrown at me at a time here. And with the 7 of Pentacles here leading into your outcome card, it's like kind of you don't know if this was worth it, right? You're kind of like, I put this work in, and now it's kind of like, is this working out the way I wanted it to, right? So it can be that. I feel like it is working out though. Like you have a leg up here this week. You know, it may not, I'm sorry, I got a hair dancing in my face here, but it may not seem like you're getting there. Like it feels like you're not getting there at all because you're trying to protect yourself, and now you're wondering like, oh, was this the right thing, right? Like, but you have that leg up, like you have this to your advantage. It may not seem that way because you don't have all the answers, because who does have all the answers, of course? If you know them, let me know. I'd like to talk to them. But I feel like this is worth it, right? Like you're putting in the work. I feel like this is going to only work out for you. Like you got the leg up. Things are probably working in the background that are going good for you. You just don't realize it, right? So, but we will get you some clarifiers here, Taurus, in just a second. But before we do, if you could leave a like, I really appreciate that. Helps out the channel a ton. You can also subscribe right now if you haven't done so already, so you stay in the loop when I upload new videos. You can also hit the bell icon and personalize it so that when I upload new videos, you'll get notified of the ones that you want to see. And you can also share this video with other Taurus out there and get the word out to them, see what they have to say too. And you can, of course, always check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos after this one, get a full scope of what might be coming for you in the week ahead. So hopefully everything's going good over there too. But let's see. Oh, we got a pop out for you. And let's see what we got. And funnily enough, I mentioned it. Here is the Seven of Cups, clarifying the Queen of Cups. Again, it's a card about having too many choices, right? You kind of don't know which way to go. You could message this person, which I feel like you're going to be doing presently. Like you could message them, you could not message them, you could just try to leave hints. You know what I mean? You could be that creepy stalker person on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Or, just liking their messages and their pictures or whatever, and being like in the background because you think that's the way to go. You're like, notice me, senpai, right? you're in that kind of a mode. But I feel like you need to make the decision to communicate with them. That's the most direct way to let them know how you feel. So I like that. Clarifying the Page of Swords. And before we go on real quick, 777. So if you're into synchronicities, look up 777 angel number, and you'll find out all about like that. That might give you some more light on this situation. But anyway, clarifying the Page of Swords, we got the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is sort of the wounded warrior, right? This guy's kind of built up these wands and sort of to protect himself. Again, we're in this kind of protection mode. I feel like you want to send out this message, but you've been hurt. That's why you're so hesitant. That's why you're trying to protect yourself with the 7, right? That's, you know what I mean? And you don't know what choice to make with the 7 of Swords, or with the 7 of Cups. You don't know what choice to make with 7 of Swords. You don't know. You're trying to protect yourself as much as possible because you've been hurt in the past. And I'm like I say, like you've been hurt in the past, so you know what that feels like, but that doesn't necessarily, we kind of build up tolerances to those things, right? And even if they reject you, rejection is redirection. If they reject you, then that's not the person for you, Taurus. So it's just redirecting you to the person that you're supposed to be with. Clarifying the 7 of Swords, we got Temperance. This is, Temperance just came up for, I just did their reading, Capricorn. So you may want to check out the Capricorn reading after this. But you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, this is their card. Oddly enough, I think this is the same position. I think Temperance also clarified their 3rd position card as well. But this is a card of balance and harmony, right? You're trying to protect yourself, but I feel like there's some harmony here, that is like working out for you. It's not so much, like you're trying to protect yourself, but I feel like you don't need to. It's like kind of like you don't need to take these steps to protect yourself because you're not going to get hurt, right? It feels like there's just this nice harmony, this nice balance in the air, right? Where this person is like, if they're going to reject you, it's going to be in a very like polite, kind manner, but I feel like they're more willing to accept those advances if you kind of come at it in a very kind of balanced approach, right? You don't want to come at them like, hey, do you want to go out sometime? Like, do you want to go out like this Saturday or something like that? Maybe come at them more like, hey, I was wondering if you have some free time sometime. I'd like to hang out with you, or something like that, right? Maybe some more balanced, a kinder approach rather than kind of coming in aggressively. This is also a card of mixing two things to get something, better that you couldn't get on its own. So, and mixing things that you have on hand as well. So, it could be just mixing like your knowledge of being hurt from the past with the knowledge of like this reading, for instance, of just going for it, right? And that's gonna create something better that will work out for you. What I also see here is like mixing two things together to get something better that those two things couldn't have on their own is a relationship, right? You take two people who have lives on their own, you share them with each other, and you get a relationship. So like that just seems like it's boding well for you here. Clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, we got the Emperor. So this is Aries, so more fire here. And this is the big boss, right? I feel like this person kind of sees you this way. They kind of see you as like the big boss. And maybe that's your big leg up on things this week. Is like they're kind of seeing you in this kind of like in control, collected, like everything's going good for you kind of energy. And like while you might be sitting there in that kind of like presentation of like, this is how I am, they see it, you're in the meantime thinking like, is this working? Like, you know, you're just kind of sitting back like, oh my Lord, but it is working because this is how they see you. So I like that a lot, Taurus. That's really awesome. So I hope that helps you out. That's all I got for you this week. So again, hope this helps you out. But before you go, you can leave a like down below if you haven't already. You can subscribe as well if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon and personalize it too. You can share this video with other Tauruses out there or whoever you want to send this off to. You can also check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos too once this video is over. Get a full scope of what might be coming for you in the week ahead. And I hope to see you, Taurus, in the next video.